guys, as always I'm Sam McCoy and I am back home for Thanksgiving break. And while I've been here we got a really cool trailer. It's for Jurassic World. It's a movie I'm really excited about, but this trailer, not gonna lie, got some concerns from it. Now I'm excited for another Jurassic Park movie. I think that they can do something really good. I love the first movie. The second movie is good. Then there's the third one, but it's okay. We can give them another chance. There's a fourth movie. This can be good. This can be really good. I hope it's really good. As long as they don't bring in the Spinosaurus again. But then again, that brings me to one of my concerns. But hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. So at the beginning of this trailer, we see that there's this little kid, and he looks like he's going off on some kind of field trip or vacation with his older brother, maybe? There were two kids. And it looks pretty obvious that these kids are going to visit the newly opened Jurassic World. First question, how is there a newly opened Jurassic World? We see that this is a really open theme park that is apparently working. It's like if John Hammond's first idea came to fruition and the dinos hadn't all broken out when Dennis released them in a tropical storm. But in this world, if this is like the most recent one, it looks like it is because there's weird rolling ball hamster wheel cars, which makes me think it's set in the near future. If that's true and the events of the Lost World are meant to be taken as, you know, history, how in the hell did they get funding? There was a T-Rex running around a major city eating dozens of people and a dog. I'm still sad about the dog. How did they possibly get funding to make an entire amusement park where they let people come in and actually pay money to be near these dangerous creatures? I'm just saying, after everything that has happened in this cinematic universe, how? It doesn't make sense to me. Then we see a shark getting fed to what I think is a mosasaur, and that looked amazing. But going ahead, we come to another concern of mine, which is this lady talking about how they have created the first genetic hybrid. We know that Jurassic Park is all based around genetics and about extracting animal DNA from ancient amber encased mosquitoes. And in fact, I have a piece of amber with a little mosquito still trapped inside. How's that for you? But we're here talking about how she's created a genetic hybrid, that this is a new dinosaur that sort of mixes the DNA of other dinosaurs. Why? Some of the appeal of Jurassic Park was that these were dinosaurs. These were things that actually lived 100 million years ago, and they were alive now and they were hunting people down. They seemed like they were real animals. They felt real because of all the animatronics that were used, all the puppeteering that was used. It was really well done. The dinos in that movie still hold up today and you believe them. Now we have this genetic monster that's being created by people, and to me personally, I see it as only one thing. I see it as this movie's excuse to have a dino that can do whatever they need it to do. It's like making up a movie monster. Now, I know they've sort of done this before. Like in the first movie, the Dilophosaurus, there's no evidence that a Dilophosaur could actually spit acid tar out of its mouth, so that's kind of the same problem, and I'm kind of excusing the first one, but still. In this one, we see Chris Pratt's character is sort of this dino tamer in the park, and he goes into the exhibit where this genetic hybrid was apparently kept, and there's just claw marks going up this 50-foot high concrete wall. And then we see that it's like busted open one of the hamster wheels, probably ate some people inside of it horribly. All I can think is that this is some B-movie monster that they're trying to shove into a Jurassic Park movie, and I don't think it's gonna work. I'm really worried that they're gonna overdo it, and this made-up monster is not going to hold up. I'm not saying that the concept of having a dino that is genetically modified to be an amazing killing machine isn't awesome. But again, why?
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
You probably barely got the funding to make this park because of all the political and legal issues caused by a T-Rex. Now you probably have very, very limited legal leeway on how much you can go left or right on this issue. You probably have to be very straight edge with these dinos considering all the damage they can cause. You decide to create a dino that is apparently even smarter than anything that we've seen before and deadlier than anything we've seen before. Why would you make that? Why is that a good theme park attraction for you? Seriously, if you have all this genetic technology, make a Stegosaurus the size of a compy. That way little kids can play with it and take it home as a pet. Make something that would be an actually decent attraction at your amusement park. You already have the mosasaur, or whatever we're calling it, eating an entire great white. I don't think you need anything deadlier than that. So after we see some scenes of destruction by Genetosaur, we see the little kid again from the beginning of the trailer, and I'm really worried about that because I'm afraid they're going to make this child actor one of the main points of the movie. I'm not saying it didn't work in the first movie, but that's because those kids were really good. In the first Jurassic Park, the two kids were great. They were fantastic. But then in the Lost World and in Jurassic Park 3, the child actors just weren't that good. So I'm afraid that this little kid is going to kind of tank the movie. But, you know, he could be amazing. He could be great. It could be just like the first movie, and I could just bite my tongue on that. Then we reach the end of the trailer. The end of the trailer, and this happens. Velociraptors, yes! Okay, they came out like bullets. They came out like racehorses when the gates open. That looks awesome. Now, there's no way they can mess this up unless... Unless they have Chris Pratt riding a motorcycle alongside them when they're clearly green screen because he's not reacting at all. The same problem that was in a lot of the Star Wars prequels where everything was green screen and so the actors just weren't reacting in a realistic way. Chris Pratt is staring straight ahead while the deadliest dinos from the other movies are just running around him. If there were practical effects there, if there were anything that would make it kind of believable, he'd be looking at him, he'd be freaking out because there are velociraptors zipping past his head. At least the direction could have been, hey Chris, look left and right, look like you're concerned because there are giant lizards that are chasing you down, they're faster than your motorcycle. There's only one thing that I think could be going on in the movie at this point in the trailer. I think at this point in the movie there could be like the Genetosaur chasing both Chris Pratt and the velociraptors, and they're so freaked out that they're just not even trying to kill Chris Pratt. That's the only excuse that I have for him looking straight ahead. Otherwise, I think it's a really, really bad movie mistake, and I hope that they change the shot in the final movie. So to summarize, my concerns involving Jurassic World so far are possible bad child actor, a made-up genetic movie monster that's just there to be an excuse to let them do whatever they want for the plot, and then 3, I'm afraid there's going to be an overuse of CGI and special effects, because let's be serious here, the reason the dinos in the first one still hold up is because the majority of the time the dinos on screen were practical effects. They were puppets. They were being used in conjunction with CGI, and it fools your eyes so you don't know what's real and what's not. So guys, that's what I think of the Jurassic World trailer. Those are my concerns about the movie, but I still can't wait to see it because it's another Jurassic Park movie. Never get over my love of the first one. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe that's just me getting played by the movie industry, but who cares? I'm gonna go enjoy it anyway because I want to see my giant lizard babies eating people. I get to have nightmares from velociraptors again. So guys, as always, I've been Sam McCoy, the MC Coy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have you seen the Jurassic World trailer? What did you think of it? Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm full of it? Comments are made to let me know. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Unless I get eaten by a pack of velociraptors or a genetically modified super dino, I'll see you later.
You just went and made a new dinosaur?
Probably not a good idea.